Hey, so today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video. I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks to help you with your movement and your aim. Now, Siege is a team game at the end of the day, and droning and working as a team, doing strats, that's the kind of stuff that's really going to help you rank up. But what I'm going to be going over today is just some tips on movement and aim and my warm-up, just to kind of help you win more of your 1v1 gunfights and be more of a reliable teammate. And that will inevitably help you rank up as well. So just a little bit about me. I started this game in Operation Health, and I was stuck in gold for a while until I really started to learn the game. And then I started getting into plat and learning the game more and more, and now I'm a very consistent platinum player. Getting plat is no problem for me anymore. So this video is really just for those people that are stuck in silver and gold and just need that little push to get into plat. I can't really help much with diamond, unfortunately. I'm not there yet myself. But in this video, I'm going to be going over how to crouch more to win gunfights, leaning for intel, pixel peeks, punch holes, bullet holes, and then just how to use all of that to put yourself in situations to win more gunfights. And then I'm going to be going through my warm-up and how I practice my aim. Okay, so first we're going to go over some movement tips here on Border, and I'm just playing a sledge. First things first, I want to talk about crouching. The most important thing is to give yourself an advantage in every single gunfight you go up against. And as you all know, in Siege, headshots are one-shot kills. So doing stuff to change your head level and positioning is absolutely massive. Now, you don't want to just crouch spam all the time, or lean spam or crouch spam. They kind of fix that. You don't do it quite as much. But if you're in a gunfight and you just lean or crouch once or twice, that can be absolutely massive. Now, leaning is another really big thing, and leaning for intel is a very big thing. I've definitely won a lot more clutches once I started doing this. So, for example, I'm in CCTV. Let's say I'm looking towards east stairs and I want to see. And I put my drone there as a reference because people like to hold an angle here. So let's say I'm in a clutch situation and I'm attacking. I don't know what kind of angles these guys are holding on me. So I want to come out in this hall. I check no one's main stairs. All right, so now I'm just going to quickly check. I check office door, no one's there, and I check east. And now let's pretend this drone is a player. So I check east, I see him, and now I'm going to re-peek it crouched. Because he might see me do this quick peek, and he might be pre-firing, and then I crouch right under his pre-fire to get the kill. So just quick peek, and then spray the angle. Wow, nailed it. Got that drone right away. But you get the idea. The whole point is to gather intel without your drones. Now I'm going to put myself in a real game situation here. Let's say that we have this door open. There's a couple guys. I'm pretty sure they're on site. Let's say I throw a drone down and set it up to watch my flank. And now I want to attack the site. And let's say the thermite on my team, they didn't get the wall open. What I'm going to do is just kind of quickly peek. Okay, no one's on that angle. No one there. I check half wall. And there is a guy half wall. I could do that. No one's sandwiched. I'm now on site. Just going to quickly check a lot of different angles, right? Oh, there's a guy there, let's say. Right? Little things like that can give you a massive, massive advantage in a gunfight. And now, as well as holding tight angles. You want to hold tight angles. Let's say I get the call out on my drone that there's a guy coming. CC. They see him enter the door. I'm going to hold an angle like this. Now, it's very unlikely that you're going to pick the guy off this angle. You see it all the time in Pro League, but let's face it, you're not a professional, and this is on console. The reason why I'm holding this pixel peek is that so that I can get the intel of when he passes by. I'm holding this angle, and he runs by. That's when I swing. Because he might not even see me here. He might quickly check. He's on the flank. He's sprinting by, and then I get... You can also kind of crouch another time while you're fighting him. Just little things like that. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about really quickly in this custom game before I head into how I warm up and how and some of the tips I have on actual aim, I'm going to talk about punch holes and bullet holes. So let's say your team's pushing this wall and you have control of CCTV. That's great. But then you realize that everyone's kind of focused on this wall. It's opened up. No one's really watching your flank. Now, yeah, you can hold an angle here, or you can hold an angle here. But if I'm holding this angle and someone comes out of office, they're going to absolutely demolish me. So something that you can do is get a little creative with it. This is an angle I absolutely love. Put a punch hole right here. Now I can watch CC. I can see the hallway. I can see office. You can also do bullet holes. Right? Now I can see this entire hallway, and it's very unlikely that someone's gonna just take me off this angle. So, yeah, that's about it for movement. Basically, you just want to use your movement as much as possible to give you the advantage in your gunfight. So yeah, now I'm gonna head into the warm-up, and I'm gonna give you some tips on aiming and how to get better with aim. Okay, so now here we are in the THunt. Now the first thing that I'm gonna do a lot of the time is just make sure my recoil control is good. So I'll go right here, I'll shoot up and to the left, perfect. That was with no control, and now you just go opposite of that. You can see it was really good at first, and it kind of veered off. There we go. Pretty good. Now I feel pretty confident about hopping into this THunt. Now this first one that I do most of the time is just going to be one taps, and I try to aim down sight while I do that, because you want to get used to your aim down sight ADS and, or not ADS, sorry, sensitivity, and then you want to get used to your hip fire sensitivity. So pick a low recoil gun to start things off, and just take your time lining up these headshots. Doesn't need to be perfect, just one after the other. Go all the way back, or do you go there? Yep. Now, sometimes you can't always one-tap, because the goal is to still finish the THunt. But yeah, just... But yeah, pretty much just going through, getting these one-taps. And now, one tip that I was told a long time ago that just is absolutely massive is when you're shooting on console, really think about where you're looking. On the days where I'm just potatoing shots, one of the biggest things that I realize is that I'm looking at my reticle. If you're looking at the top of your ACOG here, you're gonna whiff your shots. I'm telling you right now. Make sure that your full attention is on their head, not on where your reticle is. That's how you're gonna get these flicks. That's how you're gonna just have an overall better shot, is just looking at people's head. Now, yeah, so like I said, for this first game, we're just going through and we're just getting one taps. Just take your time with them. Just by simply consciously aiming for headshots, your shot will get better. I heard footsteps somewhere. Anyways, I'm gonna head into the second game now, and we're gonna go on to the next part. Okay, so here we are in the second THunt, and I like to pick someone that still has a relatively easy gun to control, but also has an angled grip, and I'll tell you why in just one second. So here I'm gonna play Thermite, and once this starts, I will show you exactly why we want an angled grip for this second THunt that I like to do while I'm warming up. So once it starts here, alright, so once again, we're just going to control the recoil. This will have a little bit more than Sledge's gun just because of the angled grip. But yeah, I feel pretty good with that. And now we're going to head in. Now once again, I said this tip before, I'll say it again, make sure you're looking at the enemy's head. You will notice it way more in this run of the THunts. We're going to go for, I guess, like quick scopes and quick peeks. Just like that. Just gonna go through doing this. So yeah, just quick peeks. This just helps you kind of center your shot. helps you kind of be able to line up headshots a little bit easier in those gunfights where... Sorry. Line up headshots a little bit easier in those gunfights where you're caught off guard. It can help you win those. Oh, I'm missing a lot of these. I gave up on the one tap there, but you get the point. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I'm doing for the second THunt. You don't have to be super quick with your headshots, but it definitely, you do want this one to be a little bit quicker than the first one you did, where you were just aiming down sight and like really going for those headshots. So and yeah, sometimes you gotta spray just to stay alive, but but yeah, for the most part, that's all you really gotta do. You can also practice kind of flicking on objects. Alright, that was all body shots. That kind of sucked, but yeah, you get the point. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the third THunt that I do, and that's when I'm starting to feel pretty warm. And this is just, once again, you just peek for intel, kind of see where that headshot is, and then get it. And it ties into the movement I was talking about earlier. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the third THunt now. Okay, so here we are in the third THunt, and I'm going to go with Thermite, and I'm going to go with Angled Group again. And the goal of this terrorist hunt is you can run the other ones as much as you want. If I feel like on that first one, I'm taking way too long to line up my precision shots, then I'll run it again. And if that second one doesn't go great, or I die early on in it, then I'm going to run that one again too. But eventually, once I'm feeling pretty good about those headshots, we're going to dive into this third one. And this third one, we're going to kind of tie everything together. So I'm going to do my movement. I'm just going to full auto, aim for those headshots, got a nice wall bang there. And we're just going to do absolutely everything I can, as if it was a real game situation. There is one more guy in there, but I want to use the primary, so we'll reload it. But yeah, so I'm crouching. I'm quick peeking. I'm doing everything that I can to just absolutely gun these terrorists. So yeah, just things like that. So free firing, I'm doing everything in my power to just absolutely demolish these guys. And yeah, that's normally all I do for the third terrorist hunt. I like to tie in a bit of movement with this, so that was an awful shot. There we go. But yeah, quick peeking and peeking for intel is one of the biggest things that I've noticed helps my game a lot. So, quick peek, change my head height, win that gunfight. There we go, once again, changing that head height is absolutely massive. Check out this room. That's just because I do THunts on here way too much. Don't know how that wasn't a headshot, but anyways, we're gonna head through. I hear this guy on the side, so I'm gonna pre-fire it. Pre-firing, also another great thing that you can do to win a lot more gunfights in this game. Alright, I'm assuming that these guys are in the bathroom. That one is. Get these last couple with a pistol. Oh wow, missing these headshots. Alright. Let's just go gun him. Okay, so yeah, that's the third THunt. Now we're gonna go into the final one. This one's not always necessary, but I'll see you guys in it anyways. Okay, so here we are in the fourth THunt, and what I like to do with the fourth THunt is maybe I'm not quite feeling warm enough for ranked, or maybe I'm waiting on my friends to finish a game to pick me up. I'll do this fourth one. Basically, we're gonna go with a high recoil weapon. Maybe it's one you want to work on, maybe it's just something else. But being able to be precise with a high recoil gun just makes me feel like I've warmed up enough to play good. So in this one, we're going to use the SMG-11. You can also go with Twitch, Buck, anyone that you like to use, really. So I play a lot of Smoke and Mute on defense, so I like to do mine with the SMG-11. And I'm going to start with the recoil control. So it's absolutely a crazy gun. You need to tap fire it anywhere from medium to long range, and at very close range, that wasn't good enough, very close range, you can full auto it. This gun takes probably the most practice out of any gun in this game, I think. The SMG-12 probably tops it, but yeah, we're just going to go through with this gun now. And we're just going to... Essentially, we're just challenging ourselves here, is all we want to do. So yeah, just running through house, just challenging ourselves. I could probably full auto that guy. Can't full auto that guy though, so. Yeah, so also another nice thing about doing this with the SMG-11 is it gets me used to the holo as well, which I use quite a bit in this game. I'm sure most people do. There's another guy out here. Oh. Rip. You're another guy. Where did I just get shot at from? There it is. Okay, so just to do a little bit of a recap, you want to use your movement to give you as many advantages as possible when you're in a gunfight. So doing things like crouching and leaning to change your head position and height give you a really good advantage. Now you don't want to lean spam or crouch spam, because that's just going to throw you off more than it'll help, I think. But that helps a lot. Then leaning for intel, checking angles out really quickly before firing at them. That helps a lot when you're attacking, maybe in a clutch situation, and the enemies are all holding angles, and you don't really know where they are. So that's another really big one. Pixel peaks are really big when you're holding angles. Just gives you the advantage over them. Using punch holes and bullet holes to hold down a hallway or something also gives you an advantage in that kind of gunfight. And all of that together will just help you win more gunfights. And then for the warm-up, just do one of one taps, maybe a couple, then go with kind of quick scopes to get your hip fire sensitivity kind of accustomed. And then do one where you're just sweating it out and see how you feel. And if that's not quite enough, maybe pick another gun that's a little bit harder for you to control, or one that you want to work on, and use that one in a fourth THunt. And yeah, all of that is what helped me get plat, and practicing that helped me consistently get plat. And if you happen to stumble across this video and you want me to go over stuff that's in-game, or maybe if you just want to let me know if it helped you or didn't help you, just leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you. Anyways, that's it for the video. Have a good one.